Hey, so it's Gamer here today. We're doing something I want to talk about. So, I already talked about Sophie the First, even though I didn't get to upload because it got blocked, but I'll get it on YouTube somehow. So, today we're going to be talking about Disney cartoons. Some of these are like Snow White, Dumbo, um, like Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and the Tramps. We're not gonna go through those. We're gonna go through. We're just gonna go with cartoons. Yeah. I just could wait. Hold on. Not movies. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so this is basically all the ones that I grew up with. Just that we have everything going on. Yeah, there we go. All right. Some of these. 2, 3, 2, 2, 5. God dang. Okay, we're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to do ones that I know, other than I'm not sure. How many of these? So we're gonna go with Proud Family. Okay, so Proud Family was one of my favorites in Disney because okay, so first of all, it wasn't something bad. It was just like it's more of a Black History kind of month thing. So it was kind of like how am I saying this? My family was like around a Black family. Daughter's name was Penny. Oscar. I forgot the wife's name. And we had two babies, and Granny and her dog. Um, that's about all I know really. I didn't watch most of it because I didn't watch Disney that much when I was a kid, anyways. So that was a bit different for me. I do know a few scenes of the you know, where it was. Um, but yeah, some of these like really old ones, like Winter More with Mickey Mouse or Chip and Dale, my Park. I wouldn't know that because again I didn't watch Disney that much. But I do know Proud Family. This is Louder and Prouder. Pretty sure it's a movie, but we're just gonna count. We're not gonna go off this like. We're not gonna go too deep into the movies or like the different series or whatever. We're just gonna go off the actual real thing. So we're not gonna go through that. Okay, there we go. Oh, one close to my heart. So this one is Wizards of what? Whatever. I don't know this one, but we're gonna go with Wizards of Waverly Place. So this is pretty good. So the thing is, with this one, I remember seeing Selena Gomez when she was like younger, like a teenager. So hot. Anyways, the thing is, well, now I can say that now because she's older. But, anyways, the thing is, with that, it became kind of like a iconic little live action series we could watch on Disney Channel. I personally remember watching that because it was good. I mean, come on. It wasn't bad. It was just a bit. I don't know. It was it was more of a cool little thing you watch on Disney Channel because not only was it a little was not only was it like a little bit, well, it was live action, but not only was it live action, it was more of like, it was also like a little bit of animation to it because of the magic they had. But that was a really good one that I actually liked. But you know, oh, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Fuck, I don't know why I have to do this one. All right, let's do this. I guess. All right, so a few things. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is an abomination of everything pure in this world. It's terrible. To me, it's terrible. I hate it. Anyways, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse revolves around Mickey and his friends like Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Minnie, all them, right? Going in like this clubhouse that magically appears out of the ground, and it's just like Mishka Mushka Mickey Mouse. Like, why is that? Why does that work? I don't understand that. And like, they go to these like weird places. Like, I remember one episode, very vividly actually. So the whole plot of this movie or this episode was Mickey, Donald, and Goofy obviously had to go and find this like violin, I think, or trumpet or something. I don't know. And they came to like a fork in the road, right? Well, it wasn't really a fork; it was more of a three-way. But they came to this like 3-path road thing. They're like, all right, we're going to go as a group to these 3 trails. We're gonna go as a trio and freaking go down one of these paths one by one. It's like, why? What's the point of that? So, I think one path was a harp, the other one was a trumpet, and the other one a violin, I believe. I could be wrong, but they went as a group to one individual freaking path, like split up into 3s and just go. God dang! And the weird thing is, the show has time for this. Like, bro, that adds more time. That adds more animation. Like, how are you gonna make the whole trio go down one path that's probably not even wide enough for the people? And then you're gonna make them like come back every single time and say, "Oh, well, that wasn't the right one. Let's try this one." All go down the same one. Oh, this is it. Well, we gotta go back now. All right, go down the 3rd one. Oh, we found it. Cool. Let's bring it back, bro. Just go as one at a time. Go. Okay, Goofy, you go left. Mickey, go in center. Don, you go left. You go right. So we have it all. So we have it like someone having all one thing, right? So just for one thing and one thing only. So therefore, get the thing, come back. It's all good. It's fine. Or what you could do is you could just like spit. I don't know. It's stupid, but that's the one episode I remember because people do that crap, and it's just like, bro, why am I watching this? Like, come on, it's weird. I'm gonna get my emails back. Anyways, so at this point you're just like, okay, well, hold on. Anyway, so I'm just like, okay, so why don't you just do that? It makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot better. I don't understand you, but whatever. Next is Sophia the First. This one I already talked about, so we're not gonna go through that one. Little girl, 8 years old, princess, overnight, and cute little girl. Anyways, Minnie's Bow Tunes. Oh my god. Okay, so wait, hold on. Bow Tunes party. We're not gonna talk. Okay, again, we're not gonna talk about the movies. We're talking about the actual series. So this is a little short series. Minnie basically takes um she basically makes little just little um little bows, and that makes me a little bit sneeze about it, because not only that, she also makes like, how do I explain this? She makes it to where these bows can do almost anything. Like, she always says no time like bow time, I guess. I think, right? Anyways, she says that, and it's just like, well, these bows can do anything. Let's try it out, right? And it's like, what? Like, she makes bows. How does that work with any other real life problem that we might actually deal with? I don't understand that, but it's weird. But it's a good little short animation. So Star Wars, don't know that one actually. Kindergarten the musical. They have that. That's on YouTube, not an actual thing. Alright, well, we're gonna talk about this because it's funny as heck. But anyways, it's by Random Encounters, and I don't know how the freak that became a thing on Disney Junior. I don't know how that happens. It's funny. Okay, so basically anyways, Kindergarten, the musical, basically it's thinking about everything that goes on in kindergarten, that Markiplier, I think, PewDiePie, maybe. JT's guy I know honestly, because I watch him. He goes into kindergarten. It's just a little thing. It's a musical by Random Encounters, and they just have that. It's funny as heck. Talk about murder and stuff, and weird. I've never seen America's Ladybug. I plan to, but Bluey. Ooh, I love Bluey. It's like a little Australian thing, and it's more mature than most American cartoons. All right, so Bluey is a Australian cartoon series, and Bluey, I don't know, it kind of deals with some stuff that we just deal with as adults, and also stuff that we deal with as kids. So it's kind of like a family movie, I guess. Much like most of these movies. Most of these movies, they're, I don't know, whatever. 365. I totally forgot what Disney 365. Wait, actually, I'm gonna see what that is. I'm gonna look that up and just see what that actually is. Disney 365. What is that? Oh, interviews for. Oh, okay, I got you. Interviews. Okay, never mind. Short form programming, that was a thing. Jesse. Oh my God. Okay, Raven's Home. I think I know which one this is. Raven's Home. Believe I know. I just want to make this up so I know actually what it is. I want to make sure it's the right one I'm thinking about. Because if not, Raven Banks. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I was right. Okay. Cool. Raven's Home. So that okay. That was good. So is that actually might be that's so Raven. I'm just gonna go through both of them, or just that's so Raven because I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Okay, Jesse is like, oh my God, Jesse is such a good little live action Because okay, so if you don't know what Jesse is, it's basically they live in a penthouse, and Jesse is kind of like the main character, kind of. I don't know. It it's just a good comedy, but live action comedy. It's funny as heck, but that's all I really gotta say about it. That's pretty self-explanatory. Raven's home. That's her Raven. Basically, so this girl, Raven Baxter, as it would say, is like they have like this girl named Raven can see into the future and has the visions of what's gonna happen. And she has to say in an interview, the only reason I think she had boys watching her was because of her chest. Yeah, but that's also not why. That's not why I watched it. I wasn't interested in that kind of stuff when I was that young. But I watched it because I watched it because I liked the character. I liked the vision she had and all that. And she was like, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. Like she does it every time. So I'm just yeah, I liked her because for her character and the way she was, and the kind of acting she did. Because honestly, her acting was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I liked her acting, just because of the way she was. Not anything sexual, just saying how it is. I'm saying facts. So that's that. I liked it for how she had it. Mickey Mouse. Because for this is a revival, but I'm just gonna go like for the full thing because I need to tell you about this. So Feast for that was good. I don't really actually I don't want to say that. I used to watch it quite a bit. I always liked it because not only was it I don't know. I liked it because it had a sense of not only do pets have secret lives. Well, I'm pretty sure they don't, but it's a it kind of does with what we deal with in real life because Candace is trying to tell her mom what Phineas and Ferb are doing because they're geniuses apparently. And when Doofenshmirtz inventions like sweep their thing away or whatever, their mom sees nothing but a highly exaggerated thing of what they did. Or like, yeah. Candace is always the butt of the joke, and I don't even know. It's funny as heck. So yeah, that's basically all it is. Vampirina. Oh, I haven't seen that. I kind of want to see it because the theme song is freaking amazing. I can't show the theme song again. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna talk about these. Whoa, what? Wait. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Oh my gosh. It's a real thing. Ah! It's a real thing. Oh man. Woo! Yes. Ooh, yes, sir. I get to watch this crap. Oh my god. So, so this one's like a whole continuation after Forever Royal, right? Oh god, I hope so. Oh, I know this is kind of like a little different than what. God, I hope this is a continuation because that would be amazing, bro. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. 2018 was when Forever Royal came out. Okay. Is that a new one? What the frick is that? What the? Is that a real thing? That's a real thing? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Hold on, 1 second, guys. Never mind. It was just a little fluke. But anyways, no. So Real Magic. Not gonna talk about that one because I don't know what it is. It comes out in 2026 apparently. I'm not gonna talk about that because I want to do a whole different one. Um. Winnie the Pooh. I don't know about that one, so. Aladdin. Okay, so Aladdin's movie. Oh, I can't do that. DuckTales. Don't know anything about that. Timon and Pumbaa. Don't know about anything about that except from Lion King or Lion King. My Ducks. Oh, okay, My Ducks is about. Let me see. The Mighty Ducks is about a star team of the Mighty Ducks. And if you don't know what that is, have you ever seen the Mighty Ducks live action about that team that wants to win or whatever? Or Icebreakers, by the way. But anyways, have you seen those? If you haven't, this is the original animated series. So obviously they can't do like a live action of this one, but because it's really old. It was like what freaking wait, there we go. Yeah, 1998 August 9th. So that was 4 days. At age 4 days after I was born. That's cool. Anyways, so with that, it's about a star hockey team of ducks that plays hockey, and they fight crime as hockey players. They have guns like that shoot pucks. A few things other than that, and that's about it. That's all I gotta say about that, because reasons. Okay, the Proud Family, that was in 2001. Kim Possible, okay, so Kim Possible, that was pretty good. I feel like that was a bit different with the I'm not sure. So okay, there's two best friends in high school named Kim and Ron. So okay, so what happens is they solve secret agents. They they gotta stop like villains like Shigo, Dr. Draken or whatever his name is, and then a monkey samurai kind of looking guy or ninja, and a Scottish guy, whatever. And then yeah, that's about it. A few other things too. That's about it. That's all it really is. Really all it is. Lilo and Stitch, the series. Okay, so they just okay. That one is just like Lilo and Stitch, right? The movie. You seen that, right? If you haven't, been lying. But they're just like trying to find the experiments that trying to find the right place for them, I guess. They have a few crossovers, like American Dragon, Jake Long, Recess. Oh my gosh. Who else was there? Kim Possible was in there. Not sure why she's in Hawaii, but that's about it basically. But it's a good series. If you don't know what that is, you can watch it. Oh, Dave the Barbarian. Oh my god, yes! I was 6 years old when this came out. So okay, so here we go. Well, actually, I was 5 years old, but yeah. So, anyways, what happened was we were going. I remember watching it on Disney Channel because that's the main thing I watched when I was really young. But before I went to Cartoon Network, anyways, it went to so I watched that and it was so cool. It was like barbarian, barbarian, barbarian. And I was like, oh my god, it's such a good intro. So I used to watch that a lot, and it was cool because I don't know. It was just cool because I liked the way it was. Like I don't know, it was just good. Okay, so not sure what the Mega Dragon. Yes, when I still watch because it's freaking amazing. It has two seasons. It has the first one and the second one. Second one is just a new style. I think someone took over management, I guess, for the show. That's about all it is. This first one is pretty good. Mainly because like one of the episodes, one of my favorite, actually my all-time favorite, two of them, right? I think one of my favorites is one of them is in season 1, and then the other one or two are in the second season. Uh I'm pretty sure so there's a few that I really really love. That is actually a few of my favorites. And some of them I would have done something totally different in that particular episode. But I do have quite a few favorites in that one. Okay, so the Buzz on Maggie. So that was the old one too. There's three after this, and oh my god, yeah. So Buzz on Maggie. So that one was about a little fly and her big brother Aldrin. Basically, know my family of flies. Basically, all it is. Yeah. Okay, so Emperor's New School. So this is a continuation of Emperor's New Groove. This is between Kronk's New Groove and Emperor's New Groove. So here's the thing. So this one is Emperor. I forgot what happened, but he had to go to school to learn how to be emperor of Incan civilization. That's about it. The replacements. Okay, the replacements. So there's actually one. Basically, like any scenario you can think of, a school teacher, principal, parents, anything that you can think of that needs replacements, you can call these guys. Well, actually, these two, boy and girl, were like that, and they called. Hey, they saw this. Hey, catalog. Let's call this number. See what happens. They have to replace everything in their lives, from parents to teachers to celebrities. It was really cool. So I remember this one. I think she was talking to one of her friends or whatever, and she's like, this and that, and then it's like, hang out with the hungry lifeguard. That lifeguard at that time was fat and ugly. So she called the number. She's like, all right, I need a replacement. And they're like, okay, what is this, like a teacher or a gym coach, whatever? What is it? A lifeguard. Okay, well, this lifeguard is pretty much, so he's pretty handsome by her standards. And then it was like she's talking bad about him for some reason or whatever, this and that. And then he shows up at her door crying and said, "Yeah, I need you right home" or something. I don't know, or something like that. And he starts crying. And I was like, okay, that's not what was supposed to happen, but okay, we'll go with it. Whatever. So that happened. Visa verb, we gotta talk about that. Okay, starting voice review. Okay, I don't know about this one. I don't know much about it, but I do know it's a very good series. Star Wars versus the Forces of Evil. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it because it's too much to explain. Elena Avalor. Okay, so we all know Sophia the First, right? Picture that, but older and where she's actually from. Avalor. Basically, all that is. Picture 60. I've never seen that before. Da, da, da. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. So this one's pretty good. In a hotel, Mr. Mosby, you know all them, right? London Linton, I think. Freaking great series. If you haven't watched it, I really can't explain it, but go there, watch it. It's great. In Montana, Miley Cyrus. Yeah, we all know that one. With the place I already said that. Sweet Life on Deck, just the same thing, but it's on a ship. That was a blog. Oh, that was a blog. So this one's pretty good. It's basically a shaggy dog with a blog, and this dog is like sentient. It can speak English. Very well, actually. And every night talks about a new blog. It has a new blog. It's basically the whole thing. If Maddie never seen it, in case you've never seen it, ah. Hold on, guys, for 1 second. Get this thing on my teeth. One bad thing about having teeth growing out outside instead of your inside. Anyways, Um, Teen Angel. I just kind of want to see that again. Totally Spies. Wow. Okay. That's. Trying to do two of them because I know there's like two of them. I kind of want to talk about two at the same time. Okay. Specials. All the villains. Ooh. Yeah. Bear in the Big Blue House. Ooh. That was good. So, alright, I'm gonna talk about those two. So, Totally Spies was about three teenage girls, Clover, Sam, and Alex, that went on missions, basically like spies, and just like yeah, whatever. Basically, what it was. Um, Bear in the Big Blue House was just Bear in the Big Blue House. That's basically all it was. She's my Aga Mirror, so I'm not gonna talk about that one. Dual Bops. We're not gonna talk about those. Hannah Manning, we're not gonna talk about that either because no. There's a circus. Nope. There are some of them other than that which I'm not going to talk about. Really politely, we're not gonna talk about that one. Not by a long shot. Um. Oh, all these are okay. These are good. Okay, so Doc McStuffins, come on, the visit begin. Doc is in. You love that. All right, so basically what happens is there's a Doc. There's a little girl that's not white, and she has this stethoscope that brings all of her toys, stuffed animals, to life. And she fixes them for people or her own good. Yeah. That's basically the whole plot of it. That's literally the whole plot. Chicken and Pirates. So this one's fine, I guess. Whatever. Um, but Chicken and Pirates. So there's like two versions of it. There's a season 1, season 2, and Captain Jack. I don't. It's pretty good. Just the eyes might throw you a little off, but it's okay. Basically they have to keep Captain Hook away from whatever. Yeah, that's all it is. Fancy Nancy. Not gonna talk about that one. Lion Guard. That one's pretty good. Vampirina. No. Oh my gosh, they have everything right here. Could just went here, but I didn't think about it because I'm stupid. Here's George. I'm gonna talk about that because I don't really know about it. Braceface? What? Care Bears? Oh man, this is nostalgia, bro. Yes, I used to watch Care Bears. Freaking judge me, man. Um. Shama. Okay, that's about all we're gonna see right here because guys, did I miss any? Tell me if I did in the comments because that's all I'm gonna really have. So yeah, tell me if I missed any and I will get to them. Promise. Okay. Now we're gonna go to my favorite Cartoon Network. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm not sure if you're trying to see Wee Baby Bears or Wee Bear Bears. We're going with Wee Bear Bears first. So Wee Bear Bears were pretty good. There's Ice Bear, Grizzly Bear, and the Panda Bear. So Panda, I think, is the youngest. Grizzly is next up, and then the oldest, I think, is Ice Bear. And Ice Bear doesn't say anything. He's just like Ice Bear says, whatever. Ice Bear's in. Ice Bear says yes, and then all that stuff. So he's always like stone cold faced or whatever. It's great. So Panda, you know how pandas are. They're all childish and stuff like that. That's how basically how he is. That's about it. It's just about three bears living together. Titans Go. Oh my god, why does this have to be on here? Okay, so I haven't watched this before. I didn't like it because just the way it is, it's terrible. So Teen Titans Go is basically a tinier version of Teen Titans. That's all it is about it. Amazing World of Gumball. This one's pretty good. So this one's about Blue Cat and his family doing some wacky stuff around the world, and that's about it. That's all. That's really all it is. Total drama. Okay, so there's a few of these out there. Island action. Island action. World Tour. Revenge of the Island. Ridiculous Race. And something else. No, another new one. And they're in Canada instead of wherever the frick that was. But Chris McClain is basically the host of it. It's kind of like Survivor, but it's kind of like Survivors, but not really. It's not really much like that, so I can't really say anything about that. But Totally Spies, we already did that one. That was just that. Oh, okay. Totally Spies was in Cartoon Network, not Disney. Whoops. We're still gonna count that. Let's go bananas. Barney's World. Wait. Was Barney part of Cartoon Network? Really? Jeez, man. We Bear. Okay, yeah, We Bear is right here. So Adventure Time regular show. So Adventure Time is pretty good. Starring a boy and his dog and a lot of candy people or whatever of that. A lot of different characters are shown throughout the series. I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm biased and I don't feel like talking about it much. But a good thing about it is that there is a lot of characters in there that you might actually like. Just saying, there's quite a bit of of fan favorites that you might actually find yourself liking. But it's yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Regular show. Oh man, Blue Jay and Raccoon do make the best pair. Just saying. I can't say anything about that because it's great. No, yeah, well, no, they have all the ones I have now. Haha. Oh, Melee, What's New Scooby Doo, Some Joy Tales, Mr. Incorporated, Scooby Doo. Looney Tunes, Be Cool Scooby Doo, and Scooby Doo Guess Who? And Guess Who? Wow, okay. So, What's New Scooby Doo is just a weird remake of Scooby Doo. Same with all these, actually. Where Are You was 1969, and that was one. I'm gonna talk about that, but none of that we're gonna actually talk about. Tom and Jerry tells Tom and Jerry is a very, very, very good show. Even you should watch that, binge watch it whenever it's on Boomerang, or we would stream it. That's what we really did, and that was beautiful. Studio right. So I watched this one still because it was just a good freaking. It's just a really good freaking series. So basically, that one is kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like it's more of a just a good cartoon all around. Basically, that's all it really is. But next up is Total Drama Rama. A bit basically a basically a big version of Total Drama Island. Barba. Okay. Next is Next Laboratory. Okay, so pretty good. So Next Laboratory. If you're born in the early 2000s, you should know what this is. You should know what this is. So basically, it's about this little kid that boy genius basically, and his big sister. I'm not sure if his big sister or not, but his sister Dee Dee always thinks into the lab, crazy stuff, right? Well, that is actually very fun to see the opening credits, and there's a few episodes where it's kind of a little sus, I guess you could say. Not only that, because not only is it set to where um it's it's not it's set to where it's a point of you go into someone's garage. It's like going to someone's garage. I'm seeing like a whole freaking weapons room right there. Right? I think it's kind of funny how they do that kind of stuff. Jeez. I'm not sure how to like really. I don't even know. It's weird though, because the way I think about it is, if you're gonna make a cartoon like that, make it with a bit more explaining to it, I guess. A lot better and way more, you know, different. This is me. John Bravo. John Bravo. Oh my God, John Bravo. So this one is insane. I don't even know what to say about it. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure if you watch this. If you follow this guy's example, right? So basically, what's going on is this guy is he's pretty buff. Like he has big blonde spiky hair, and he's pretty big. I wouldn't say he's the smartest out of the group. He's pretty smart, I guess. I don't know, but he's kind of like he tries to be a ladies' man, basically. I don't know why, but that's what happens. He has this kind of like exterior is like a big buff guy that's a ladies' man, right? Actually, that's not completely true because he gets in a lot of trouble with a lot of different women, and women don't like him. Insanity doing something? I think not. But even though he's compensating with something, it's gotta be a pretty good show. And if you like it, that's on you. Cow and chicken. Oh my God. Okay, so cow and chicken. I can't even think about that because I didn't watch it very much, but we just hold on that one. Powerpuff Girls, yes. Okay, so my favorite episode is when they were doing memories, right? They turn into teenagers. And guess why that's my favorite, right? Because back then, in freaking what was it? The two early 2000s, right? I was young. Turning teenagers, they're hot. What can I say? But I do want to see them as adults just to see how they act as adults, even though they're still crime fighting and all that. Also, there's another one now, like I forgot what it's called. But one of the gang members, I think leader or whatever, befriends one of the girls, and they start getting a little romantic and stuff. And yeah, Buttercup kind of falls for one of them, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there thinking, aren't you like twice her age? She's like 7, and you're like, what, 26? My age, right? If you're gonna with anyone, let alone a little girl, make sure it's a little bit discreet about that, right? But whatever. I don't know. It was just weird at that time, and it's still weird today, cause like a freaking teenager maybe hitting on a little girl. That is so bad on so many levels. But like I said, this is a kids show, so. And then Eddie. Oh man, this is good. So this got released a year after a year after I was born, actually. I think it's pretty cool because not only is it like a good little cartoon, but it's also pretty hilarious, and it's freaking great. I cannot tell you how long I've had that on my mind. I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm not sure. There's 3 kids that have roughly the same name, and they do crazy stuff for like a quarter because they're kids. That's my price too. A quarter, man. I got you. Go to the bank, pull out like, hey, can I have like $1? I can have their Tarf services for $1. Great price. Anyways, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh my gosh. My bae. Anyways, Courage is basically centered around a little pink dog, and he tries to protect his family from crazy basket case crap. So I don't know. It's weird. Here, I'm gonna try to look this up and see if I can find anything else about it. I better not have messed up my recording. Oh, cool. Stop. You're not. Come on, man. Let's try Microsoft Edge then. Good over there. Can I not like actually type like hell? Like really for real? Like really? Golly, man. I can't. It's freaking awesome, bro. Whatever. Anyways, it's basically like a lot of stuff happens with this show, and it pushes the boundary of Cartoon Network quite a bit, actually. It pushes boundaries every single episode, I believe. Because not only was it kind of scary for little kids, but some of the episodes were just downright disturbing even for me. And I love gore. I don't know. But a lot of things happen in that show that I'm not really gonna talk about because it weirds me out just thinking about it. But some of them are pretty good actually, I'm not gonna lie. Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack was pretty good. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but what I will say is that it was kind of like a it was kind of like a samurai basically, obviously, but he went to he I'm not even sure how to say it. Like basically what happened was a shape-shifting master of darkness unleashed an unspeakable evil. But Jack, with magic sword, set forth to confront him. Well, Jack started beating the shit out of him, and before he killed him, Aku tore a portal in time and flung him into the future where his evil was law. And Jack has to go back to the future to undo the future. Or he has to go to the past to undo the future. But he never does. And that's yeah. That happens. So what else is there? Codename Keith Next Door. Okay. So this is actually pretty good. So this one is about I was around kids that are really young, right? Not even close to teenagers. They're like They're like 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, and then they're like secret agents, kind of. I guess you could say, and that's basically why can't really all that stuff. It's fun to think about, but whatever. I don't know. Oops. Let's see. Okay, so about Courage, I shouldn't have said Mexican case because that's a little bit different. I guess I kind of like misinterpreted. I just now noticed that. So I was looking up like different um descriptions about Samurai Jack. But yeah, that's basically all it was. So Queen Store, that was. It's just like I don't even know. Special agents, operatives, against adult tyranny, whatever. I don't know. It was weird. That was my favorite. One of my favorites. Cartoons though. It was great. Oh, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Oh my god. Oh my god, text back. More friends. Okay, anyways, so that's a very very good cartoon. If you don't know what that is, actually, it aired in 2003. Kids Next Door, Candy, 2002. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, that was 2003. I was 2000 kids. I was born in 1998. Yeah. Anyways, so I was born in 1998, so I was introduced to a lot of these stuff that a lot of you guys, new generations, wouldn't know, like Gen Zs. I don't think you would know this. Gen Zs, I think. Sorry, 1997, right? I think. I'm not sure, but I know a lot of Gen Zs and Gen Alphas wouldn't know what the freak this is, because they grew up in the early 2000s and stuff. They wouldn't know that. So I grew up with this kind of stuff. So I think they're great. They were all hand drawn. They were great. No animation software needed or anything like that. It was all hand drawn. It was great. It was amazing. So that was basically good. Yeah. So basically, basically what this run is the Grim Reaper and two kids, boy and girl, Billy and Mandy. And they basically go on like adventures to the underworld, to different dimensions, a lot of stuff. And Terror's Grim. Anyways, anyway, how. Which is fine. I mean, I have no problem with it. It's a good show. It got canceled 2007, I think. 2022, something like that. But I'm pretty sure this when it got killed, that was bad. I enjoyed that. Anyways, Clone Wars. Not gonna talk about that one. That was bad. Oh, Foster for Never Imaginary Friends. That's one of my favorites. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That was one of my favorites. I'll explain why in a second. So that was basically around a time where it was okay to like have adult jokes in cartoon shows, right? Little kid shows. It was okay to have those in cartoons, right? Um. Jeez, it was great. It was funny. Um. Back then it was okay because people didn't really care about that. But yeah. It's centered around Blue, a little imaginary friend called Blue, and he looks like a how do I say this? He looks kind of like a what are they called? Um, a little sleeve or something. I'm trying to go away from what I want to say. Um, he looks like a freaking long thumb scanner, extended long fingerprint scanner. Oh, jeez. So basically, he's like a little thing like this, like a little that. Don't say what I think you're gonna say because I know what you're thinking. Don't say it. Anyways, he's blue, obviously, and he has a good voice. I like him. But that's basically all it was. That's really all it is. Um, Camp Lazlo. Attention campers, it's time for Camp Lazlo. Freaking love that. So, a lot of things with that is, Camp Lazlo was one of my favorites comparing to camp related things because of just who it was, I guess. I don't know. It was good though. I'm not really gonna say anything about that because that's basically all it is. My gym partner is a monkey. That was a good one too. I enjoyed that cause what happened was I was named Adam Lyons, and he got I think it's Lion, forgot, but it's spelled Lyon, whereas lions like the animal is Lions. Yeah, Owen, Ion. So, anyways, he got transferred to an animal school because Lion is his last name. So he got transferred to a school where there are animals. Yeah, right. Good. You keep me up. You're saying what? Anyways, so I don't know how that works. I can't tell you how good that is. Just a funny sec. Camp Laszlo. It was funny. I liked it. It was kind of like. Oh, sorry, Jim Farmer's monkey. So basically, Jake was like Adam's best friend as a monkey, right? I just think it was funny because they were like best friends and they did some other stuff and all that stuff. So it was funny as heck though. I enjoyed it. It was funny to an extent to where it wasn't too much. It wasn't too funny for like kids or whatever. But it was still freaking hilarious. Where's my gum? Did I lose it? What the frick? Bro, what? That sucks. I just lost my gum. That's freaking terrific, bro. No gum, no cinnamon. All I have is this and this. No more gum? That's cool. Someone stole it, I guess. We have a gum jacker now. Wait. Yep, someone stole my gum. God damn, man. Well, I don't care. Anyways, I still have these. So I'm just gonna get one of these. So it was pretty good. I enjoyed that series because yeah. It's pretty cool to have him. But yeah, it was just a good cartoon. Oh, Ben 10 original series. So, Ben 10 was my favorite. One of my favorites. Cartoons. I'll explain why. So, it took off. The first time I watched it, it was on Cartoon Network. That was in. Nah. I'm pretty sure it was season 5. So I was 7 at the time. Anyways, first time I watched it, it was kind of different because it was like. What's this? So it was kind of like. It was kind of like a. We have like. Because it took off very fast, actually. And the reason for that is because the fan base of it took off a long time ago when it first aired, actually. And the reason I watched it was because I didn't know what episode it was until I started actually watching the series. And then I got like 3 DVDs of it. Not over there. But I got like 3 DVDs of it out of a whole box set. And I remember because it was great. And yeah. That's all it was really. It was just it wasn't much of a it wasn't much of a just it wasn't good. It wasn't much of a cartoon to watch. It was just a good series to watch because I like that kind of stuff. It got so bad. It got so good actually. 10 o'clock. It got so good actually that not only did I have a little toy watch on my wrist, it got so good that I actually got a custom made shirt that was white that was just like his. It was great. Although I had to wear it like backwards because it said Ben 10 on the front. I don't know. But it was pretty good. I liked it. Squirrel Boy. Oh my god, that was. I'm not gonna talk about that one. Class of 3000. God, that was good. I'm not gonna talk about that either because there's just too much to explain about those two. Chowder. So Chowder was pretty good. I really liked Chowder. If you don't know what that is, it's about a little purple boy that was in like a different town working as like a sepsis apprentice. All that stuff. Great things. Basically that's all it was. Transformers Animated. Ooh, okay. So there's actually this one episode that's my favorite, and it's freaking brings my eyes every single time. So there's a girl named Sari. Sari. Anyways, the thing is, Bumblebee in this one episode, Bumblebee got swallowed by a monster or whatever, and then like this key that she has around her neck, that girl has around her neck, like this, not like this. It's gold, but she has a key around her neck, right? And so she takes that. She said, maybe I just need an upgrade, and plugs it into her chest. And turns into a robot. So at that point, she says, I'm not really a human. That's okay then. Okay. I had a dream about that, and I haven't wrote it down. But that's all it was. Okay, put it down. That's all it was. The dog's over there. Doing. Anyways, that's about it. That's all about it. It's really good. It's just picture Transformers, but it's just animated. Totally different. Alien Force. Alien Force. So that was good. There's a lot of it actually. I know this. So this is basically just when he's older. That's about it. New aliens. That's it. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Ooh. Sounds good. So I like this one because mainly what's going on is They had like a whale named Bubby, Flapjack, little kid, Peppermint Larry. There's Captain Knuckles, a few others. It's just a good cartoon that stretched some rules of Cartoon Network. That's all it was. Secret Saturdays. Ooh, Secret Saturdays. Hold on, I'm actually gonna look at the theme song. So hold on, one for a second. Um, not sure. I just watched. Okay, so basically, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to watch that because I'm not sure what the freak that is. So, basically, it's back when the cartoons were actually still hand drawn. The good days. Remember this? Oh, miss those days. Anyways, Secret Saturdays is basically like a family of three. Well, four if we're counting the creature they have. That's about it. So yeah, it was a bit different. Yeah, but it's just basically like crime fighters, I guess. Like I don't know, stuff like that. It wasn't bad actually. It was pretty good. It was actually good, pretty good. You know, cartoon. Ultimate Alien, same thing. Ben 10, yeah. January Rex. Okay, so this one's pretty good. So, January Rex was a good cartoon, good series that premiered in April 2010. So, I think that was pretty good. It was all right. It was uh it was it wasn't bad. I ran for like 3 years at least, but just the way it was made it a bit more cool, I guess. I actually have a little anime surrounding that, except the main character is totally different and he has stuff about. Anyways, that's basically what it was. Symbiotic Titan. Woo, that was a good one. So Symbiotic Titan is basically a princess and I think a knight and a robot that go to Earth because of her home planet. I'm not sure what happened. And then like he vows to protect the princess, and then stuff happens because they're kids. But that's what happens. Problem solvers. That one was great. Off right. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that. Um. I can't watch that. Theme song. Hold on, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so that was pretty good. So that ran from 2011 to 2011 to 13. 2 years. Pretty good. So I don't know. It was a good cartoon by some standards. No, by today's standards, it wouldn't be classified as good cartoon. But back then, it was classified as very good cartoon. If you had to watch that, you were rich, basically. Not really, but Secret Mountain 4 Awesome. So Secret Mountain 4 Awesome. I don't know about that one because I didn't watch it that much. But the Omniverse. Didn't like that very much. Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa was great. That was kind of like a cartoon where literally anything, where it, if you said anything was possible, anything was possible. That's all it was. It was just a funky little cartoon that was good, that people liked. Didn't have any judgmental to it. Had a good fan base. I'm looking at you. Anyways, that was basically a very very good it was a good cartoon. I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad because of just because I don't know. It was just a good one. Steven Universe, we all know Steven Universe, right? It came out in 2013, 2019. It's still going today apparently. Um, maybe it continues. It's in 2024, but anyways, you should know that, right? Stronger Than You, Ring Your Belts, Fribo. Anyways, that's basically all it was. Yeah, that's basically all it was. It was a good cartoon for the most part, but it wasn't a bad one. It was just a bit more. It was just a bit over the top, right? Because if you put that in perspective, about the same time that you put anything else that was crazy like sci-fi or fictional inside of a cartoon, you're gonna get that same reaction of any cat fans that watch it at that era if you do this right. But it was just a good cartoon that a lot of people liked, me included. It wasn't much of a bad thing to watch. It was just a bit more abstract than we would expect. So Clarence was pretty good too. Clarence was a piece of art that people really couldn't respect in a lot of ways, because Clarence was more of a goofy show than anything really serious like Kids Next Door was. Well, Kids Next Door is still pretty goofy, but if you put that into like, let's see, um, if you like anything more than I don't know, there's different ones, but it was pretty, it was still really good, really good cartoon that was unperceived. Powerpuff Girls 16, 2016. So that was, didn't like that one. It was fine, but I think the original was better. My Magic Swords, stupidest thing ever. Benton 2017, worst thing ever. Okay, KO. Not sure about that one. Steven Universe Future. I kind of want to see that though. Um, Teen Titans. Ooh, Teen Titans. Okay, so Teen Titans was good. So I like that one because not only was it good, it was kind of like a fusion of like DC, I think Marvel, maybe not, but I do know Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, all of them are DC because Robin is really related to Batman, or like a spawn of Batman, or I don't know, whatever, Bruce Wayne, all that stuff. So that's pretty good. The Brave and the Bold Batman, terrible. Mad, I like Mad. So Mad was jeez, Mad was that was something else. It was a king of the weird times. It was fun. Thundercats, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Um, it wasn't bad. It was great. The freaking girl cat was hot as shite. Anyways, Superhero Girls, didn't really know that one. Come on, watch it. I watched that one time. I kind of liked it, but Awkward Humor Force. So that was actually Adult Swim. Oh, you don't know what that is? Okay, well, Toonami came on. That didn't come on until Adult Swim, and that was a really adult show. So that was American adult animated television series created by Dave Willis and Matt. Can't pronounce his last name. Cartoon Network's late night programming blog Adult Swim. It is about the surreal adventures of an antics of three anthropomorphic fast food people or whatever characters. One's a fry from McDonald's. The other is a milkshake, and the other is just a little meatball. Very different, and oh man, it was bad. Other Siders. Oh my god, Other Siders. Ooh, oh that was fun. So, have you ever seen Ghost Adventures or Twin Paranormal or something like that? Other Siders was kind of like that. They were like I think 2, 3 friends, 4 friends maybe, and they went to like different locations and did this paranormal investigation of it and all that. Basically, Ghost Adventures, but with kids. Well, it was Brain Rush. Oh my gosh, yes, Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's another one. I'll do that after Brain Rush. Brain Rush was by That was where a roller coaster had Boomerang, Super Bullet, and the Accelerator. 3 of those. They were like different things that a rider in the front seat had to do, right? The Boomerang was they just had to make it. They just had to answer random questions about pop culture and history and stuff on a roller coaster. The Silver Bullet, okay, so Silver Bullet went really slow up one and then shot down, right? I'm not sure if that was a boomerang or not, but what happened was with that was okay, so the host of the show told you a short story, right? And then you had to answer questions about that story while going backwards, accelerating. And the accelerator, there were 3 signs on the ground, and you had to like guess what they were while you were going past, freaking fast. And you also had to like say like how many loops you did or whatever, like that. So out Jimmy's head. So this one's pretty good. Basically what happens is this one is American live action animated team sitcom. So basically it's like 26 it's a reanimated kind of film thing, and it's like a live action animated television series produced by Cartoon Network. Basically all it was. So basically what happens is this kid Jimmy, right, has characters in his head because of a great animator brain he has animator's brain, something like that, and he has these characters in his head. Stop. And my characters in his head that can talk to him and all that stuff. Clear representation of mental illness, but it was so good. Destroy. Oh my god, that was an NJWK thing, and that was great. So basically, what happens is they destroy vehicles, right? They destroy vehicles, build it into whatever the freak they want, right? As long as it goes along with the challenges doing. You get separate challenges and all that stuff like that. And then they build them they remake them to build great cool vehicles, and whoever loses, their vehicle gets destroyed. Explosives. Bobby Says. So that one's pretty good. So he made like a little comedy show, stand-up comedy thing. Have you ever seen Ridiculousness? Basically just like that, but with a kid. Basically all it was. Do What Would Happen. That was pretty good. Oh jeez. Do What Would Happen. That was kind of like 3 guys with no lab. No rules, no limits, basically. And they did like a whole lot of experiments that were like lab related, I think. It was pretty good considering all that stuff that they did. I think most of that was like really cool. Um, yeah, it was a good, really good series. Next is Level Up. So Level Up is basically a show about these kids that play video game basically on PC, and they have to like destroy characters from that game that come into the real world. Um, that's a bit different. It was good. It was good. It was a good, like little live action show. I liked it, but it was just like I'm not even sure. It was kind of like a regular little show. It was good, but the characters were just weird. But they had their own characters and all that. It was great. Incredible Crew. So Incredible Crew was just like it's like kids, teenager kids, doing some random stuff. Um, it was funny. um, Looney Tunes. I'm not gonna talk about that. Because of the Super Dog. No. Toonheads. Papa Show. That was pretty good. When we go Mall, didn't watch that. It was stupid, I think. Every time. Benton shorts were terrible. Cam Laszlo shorts were stupid. Well, actually, those are actually no. That's pretty good. Imagine Friends shorts. Those were pretty good. Um, a lot of these are just shorts. Pretty good. They were fine. But some of them were just like no. Actually, it's pretty good. It's good. It's amongst. Ooh. Amongst you guys know what that is. I'm not gonna really go explain it. Bang Face, Physic 4, Physic Max, Flintstones Kids, Flintstones. Ooh. Um. Hong Kong Fooey. What is that one? Sounds so familiar. Mr. T, that was pretty good. Yogi Bear Show, Scooby Doo movies, the new ones actually, not that good. I like I like the ones that were kind of new, but not really that much. Thundercats, yeah. Tom and Jerry, kids. Ah, Tom and Jerry. Oh, the original ones. Oh my gosh, Tom and Jerry's toddlers, really? They had that? Oh wow, I did watch that once, but up with that. Yogi Bear. There's a lot of Yogis. Animated series. Didn't like Batman very much. I mean, okay, so I want to explain this really quick. So anything that with Batman was fine. Like I don't like the animated ones. I like the live action ones because that's a lot better. Come on, way on my pillow. All right. Anyways, that was about it. Um, that's about it. Yeah, I like the live action better than anything else. Simply because the live action gives you a bit more feel of like the character and how the character is and all that stuff. So that's the reason I like it better than any other ones. So yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah. Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. Those are great. I love Looney Tunes. Let me explain why. So Looney Tunes was kind of like a show that like gave you an option to like their shows or not. They give you an option, obviously, but it just gave you the option of like, okay, this is what we're going to show. This is what we're going to do this, and we're going to do this and this and this and this and this, right? They give you an option to like it. If you didn't like it, that's fine. They don't care. But if you don't like, if you like it, awesome. It it gave a lot of adult jokes a path into different TV shows within the later years. And I think what happens with that is that if adult cartoons that okay, so Looney Tunes was originally made for adults. Get that out of the way. It was made for adults originally, but kids started watching it, which means they made it a kids show from then on. So, let's see what else. Looney Tunes show that was pretty good. So Looney Tunes show was kind of like I'm not sure how to say it. Um, it was it was the same thing as Looney Tunes, except it was just like a little short show that they had. It was pretty good though. I liked it. It wasn't bad. It was just a bit out there, you know. Is it different? Oh, Stormhawks. Ooh, those are good. So so Stormhawks was pretty good. Not only because it was a good show back then, but it was good because the way it was like it made a good show with good villains, good heroes, all that stuff, right? Good conflicts. It's great. That's why it was so good because it had good villains, good bad guys, good heroes, good guys, and characters that were just so well created. Didn't need any character development. They knew what they were doing. It was amazing. And if you think about it, that's what made it take off. Let's see. George's Jungle. Everyone knows that one. Pablo's Battle Force 5. I'm going to look up that because I need to know what that was. I believe I watched it a long time ago. I gotta know if I'm thinking the right one. So hold on, guys, for one little second. I'm gonna watch that after this video. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah. Oh, man, it brought back so much freaking nostalgia. So, oh man, it was great. 64, we're not gonna talk about that. Missing Man Show. Okay, so this is European. Um, so Chopsticks Cooks Chooks. Oh god, that I'm not even sure if I can talk about this one. So, Chopsticky Chooks were about these chickens. They're in a city called Wasabi City. And these chickens were supposed to fight villains, fight evil, something like that, right? And the ruler of this Wasabi City was a guy by, ironically, was known by as Professor or Dr. Wasabi. Fun, right? So, we're good. Casper's Scare School. That was a big flop. Well, I mean, it must not have been that big of a flop because it went to 2009 and 2013. But Kabosh was like really scary. Just saying. He looked, he looked more like a. It's more like a ruler than anything else. Garfield show, that was pretty good. It was just like Garfield. Like, you ever seen those like Garfield little comics or whatever? Kind of like that. It was a good show. That one actually was pretty good. I liked it. I actually like it. Hero 108. Oh my gosh. Yes. 108. Ooh, that was a good one. So basically what happens is there's three of them. Um, One guy has like a big helmet kind of like a thing. His forehead looks like it's like bent up and stuff like that. It's weird. But it's just a hat. And then there's one guy that his he like shoot lasers from the eyes, but his eyes keep popping out. And there's like one this like Korean or Asian girl. It's like a hat that's like alive or whatever. It's pretty cool. Ninjago. Oh, Ninjago. Ooh, that was a good one. I enjoyed the Ninjago. I'm gonna do that. A few things. I might actually do a few others with that. But Little Ninjago went from 2011 to 2020. It was pretty good. I didn't like. There was one episode I actually did like. I really did like it. So Nia is in love with Jay, even though she's Kai's brother or sister. Kai's sister. Blue's her favorite color, even though Kai is red. Totally different binary opposites. Um. So yeah. Um. So Jay is her boyfriend, and tries to do that for like 20 episodes, a long time, right? So they're like, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna like support that best we can. Hopefully, Kai doesn't kill you because of it. And then he's like, it's fine. It's no big deal. Like, all right, do what you want, I guess. If you kill, it's not our fault. So it's kind of like that, and yeah, it's just a good overall show because of what it's like. I like it. There was what's the other one? Power Rangers. We're not gonna talk about that. Sonic Boom. That's an anime version, I believe. But 16. Yes. Okay. So 16 was pretty good. 16 is just about basically these little these like 16-year-old kids that are in the mall and they're trying to like get a job at the mall. So um almost thinking animals. Oh, it's such a immediately listening title, but it's a good cartoon. So this little goofy cartoon is about a little hotel or like a little resort with a hotel called the Banana Cabana. Banana Cabana. And Howie, a little dog, little thing, is the boss of it. He's like the manager. He's like the owner, I guess. He has a sister named Poodle that owns like this big, huge, luxurious hotel, right? Big, huge floors, like tall floors, right? Obviously she's on the top floor, but um, a luxurious hotel, luxurious resort, amazing, freaking beautiful, luxurious sights. Probably freaking expensive too, but grand building. It was great. It's tall. Oh, it's so good, right? So Banana Cabana is mainly the whole focus of it. I don't know. It was good for a while. And it's still good today to my standards, but you guys might think differently. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, it's very good. But I'm not gonna think about Beetlejuice. Oh, Bob's Burgers. We all know the Bob's Burgers, right? We should know that by now. It was good. It wasn't like it wasn't bad, was it? I don't think it was that bad. But the thing is with that, it's kind of like I don't know. It's just fun. It's just funny. Wait, what the freak? It's from Disney ABC domestic television, really? Bro, this is Adult Swim. How's it freaking Disney? How's Bob's Burgers Disney? What the freak? How the freak is that Disney? Well, I mean, I really can't say anything about it because Deadpool is also Disney now. But anyways, yeah, Bob's Burgers was pretty good. Um, I have a family that owns a burger restaurant. Pretty good actually. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty good. Clever Chance Meatballs. That's pretty good. I think it was a pretty good movie, honestly. Oh wait, that's the movie. Nope, I can't do that. Dragons, Dreamwork Animation, yeah. That's just pretty good. I enjoyed that one. It was because dragons. Who doesn't like dragons? Futurama. Yeah, Futurama was apparently Disney apparently. Um, it's pretty good because Futurama is like years and years into the future, right? Fun. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was bad actually. Um, there are a few things I don't like about it, but Futurama, it's alright. Garfield Friends, that was the thing I watched. GarageBand. Ooh, GarageBand was so good though. that was so good. It was so good of a cartoon. And every time, okay, so basically what happens is every time, right? They make a song, right? And the sister that hates their music apparently, um, taunts them constantly. Jerk, right? So that's basically what it is. And every time they make a good song, I remember one. It was like she was in love of this like big pop or rock star whatever guy, and they explain to him at the very end. They're like, "All right, listen, man, we're just gonna make a song and just stay with her for a little bit longer until we make it until we make a good song, and then she'll go diary, right? Which means basically she writes something in the diary every single time, and they snatch it and they say, "All right, cool, we got it." I'm not sure why that's the thing, but it is. Um, hey, oh my God, that was Cubo. Acceleracers. Wait, what the freak? I'm gonna look at that because I want to know what that is. What was it called? Acceleracers. Yeah, there we go. So hold on, guys. I'm gonna go away for again. Hold on. Okay, I know what that is now. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good. Jackie Chan Adventures. That was pretty good. It was when he was really young though. Like when he first started. I think he was like when I first started. Maybe. But anyways, it was pretty good. Land Before Time. Land Before Time. Wow. Okay. We'll go with this. So basically, Land Before Time is basically a little thing about dinosaurs that whatever. This all it is. Friends, whatever. This is all it was. Oh, Johnny Test. So Johnny Test, I've done this a lot on my channel, so you should know what that is. But Johnny Test is basically a flame hid kid that with his dog that does a lot of different stuff, a lot of different ways, and Millie is in trouble, but it's okay because it's a cartoon. That's all it is. Um, League of Super Evil. Oh my god. So there is this freaking uh it's given a I'm gonna have to watch the theme song because I totally forgot what it was. Alright, so Voltar is mainly the leader, right? Um about it. Red Menace, Dr. Frog, Doommageddon, I believe. It's pretty good. Just because of the the way it's set up, the way it's made, pretty good. Just yeah. Um, that's what it was. Um, what else is there? Okay, okay, okay. Um, Peanuts. Not gonna talk about that. Peppa Pig. No, not gonna talk about that. No freaking way. Rescue Heroes. That's pretty good though. It's nostalgia, but it's pretty good. Sidekick. Oh, is that? Yep, yep. I'm gonna look that up too. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. I'm looking up. Sidekick. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do this again, guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. Same thing that I thought it was. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, same thing. There's this train over under a superhero that, you know, oh, Kung Fu. So, Kung Fu is kind of like, it's a good cartoon. I think it's funny because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like, I'm not sure how to say it. It's the same concept as Kung Fu Panda, but in a way it's not. It's kind of like the art of whatever. So that's basically what it is. Ski Squirrel. Oh, okay. That one's a bit different. We're not gonna talk about that one though. That one's not that good. Super Squad. No. Stoked. There we go. Stoked. So Stoked is kind of like a surfing movie or episode. Cartoon. It's kind of like a This is about surfers basically. Like there's one girl that doesn't know what where money comes from. There's a girl that's obsessed with well, no, she's more of a researcher, I think. And there's also this guy that's like really good on surfboards or whatever. And another guy, I don't know. There's a lot of people in there, but that's really good. Oh, Super Noobs! Yes, Super Noobs is great. So the thing is with this one, there's like two aliens, right? And they're training kids to like be this. Yeah, it's weird. It's good though. It's very good. But they're teaching them how to be like superheroes or whatever. I don't know. Galaxy, no. TMNT, no. Ridiculous Race. Look at that. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was there. They have too much Transformers. Cool. Human Hood. Okay. Okay. Anime. Okay. We're doing this now. Okay, so there's different Bakugans in here. I'm just gonna go through the same thing that was the whole thing. I'm gonna go through the ones that it's not chronological over here, but I'm gonna do it that way. So when Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and then I went to I think New Vistoria, I think, and there was like I think it was Gundilian invaders. That I believe it was Battle Planet, and then I think went to Team Surge. I think basically what that is there's like little. I don't have them with me anymore, but they're like little balls, little metal balls that they throw and it turns into like a big huge monster. It's like Bakugan Bra, Bakugan Sand, Rise, Subterra, whatever. Whatever, and it's pretty cool. It's really good. Beyblade, ooh, my baby. Okay, so Beyblade. Okay, so the way it went here, I know actually this one. So, it went Metal Fusion, Metal Masters, Metal Fury, Shogun Steel. We're not gonna figure out. We're not gonna figure out Beyblades, Beywheels, or any crap like that. But I do know Shogun Steel is pretty good though. Anyways, so those were pretty good. We all know Jinga, Kenta, Yu, Kyoya, Benkei, Madoka. all that stuff, right? We've hit that pretty far, right? We know who they all are. Hikaru, Rio, Ryuga, Tetsuya, Toby or Captain Capri, we know. I can't tell you. Damien's Jack. Zio, Masamune, Toby, Ziggurat, Faust, I guess his name is now. Chris, Rago, freaking Doji, all of them, Tsubasa. Yeah, know all of them. Good anime. It's great. They all made by the same ones, by the way. So Dragon Ball. We're not gonna talk about that because it's stupid. Duel Masters. Yes. Well, what the freak is it? Well, okay, we're not gonna talk about that. I thought it was Yu-Gi-Oh. Never mind. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Naruto. No, I love Naruto. So Viz Media was one of the big things I actually liked watching. Not only because it had Naruto, because it had a lot of freaking good animes, right? Good animes. So Naruto was the first anime I've ever watched. Not only because it was kind of like a I don't know, it was different the way I thought of it, just because I don't know, it was I don't know, it was just good, I guess. But also I think never mind. It's something different. But yeah, Pokemon was pretty good too. I just didn't agree with some of the errors they came out with. Like, who the freak goes to Sinnoh League and then say, okay, well, you know what, we're gonna go further because now we gotta do a whole lot of this stuff because Sinnoh League was below us now. We gotta go further to like freaking what's that one? Yukido? No, wasn't that? Kanto. I'm not sure what it was called, but it was like, bro, why the freak are you doing this? Like, you already found the Diamond Pro Pokemons. You've seen Kyurem, and you've seen freaking Reshiram already. You've seen Ninetales, I think. You've met all of them. You basically caught all the freaking Pokemon, right? You became a Pokemon Master. What more do you want? Good anime though. But yeah, freaking Naruto. It's great. Naruto was about ninjas basically. Not like you would think, but different kind of ninjas. I freaking love Naruto. Oh, it's both of them. Okay, I didn't know that one. Okay. Oh, Neon Genesis Evangelion. So Evangelion is kind of like a action-packed robot kind of one. It's very good. It has very different plot lines you might be able to not debunk. Come on, stop. Come on. It goes with a lot of stuff that you might not understand, but as a result, it actually is pretty good if you think about it for long enough. But it's kind of hard, even for me, a guy that knows quite a bit about it, to actually keep up with it. Kind of hard, but whatever. One Piece, never watched that. I shut up. I know, but come on. To the Moon, never watched that. Scandigo. Oh my god, Scandigo. Oh my god, that was such a freaking good anime. Plus, it was a freaking toy. It's great. Shaman King. Oh my god, Shaman King. Uh, I'm getting a lot of these. we're not gonna talk about him because it's just I don't know. It's just weird. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh is great. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is great. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. So the thing is with this, it's just like just the way it looks. It draws you back for more, right? I'm not saying anything about this, but like, it's pretty good. But I just think I just think the shading and lines they put in it is just a bit too much. But other than that, I freaking love Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my gosh, Goosebumps, yes. So this one's pretty good. Goosebumps is kind of like just a big series of like how to explain this? It's just a big, huge thing of like scary videos. So, yeah, this is how it was. Um, there was no Annoying Orange. Oh my gosh, yeah, Annoying Orange is. I can't talk about that one. That was just, jeez, man. Hole in the Wall. That one's good. So that was actually a game show that was in the morning. We watched that, and that was because it was like people had to match a shape in the wall and jump through it and not get wet. Because, there was, whatever. Caillou. Why'd you even make that, man? That was stupid. Ah. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's stupid freaking. That's the worst show ever. Love Monster. Seen that. Actually, no. Haven't seen that. No, never mind. I don't know what that was. All these are just like the rest of these are just like whatever. Ooh, Toonami. Oh man. Okay, so Toonami was Adult Swim and Toonami are kind of the same thing. The only difference is anime. The anime was made in Toonami, and Adult Swim is just like adult cartoons. And plus, Toonami came out uh 4 years before Adult Swim even got established. So Toonami took it by storm because they knew what it actually was, and they actually knew what it was. Tsunami was one of the best things ever. Um, Boomerang Block. That was, oh my god, I miss Boomerang. Boomerang was like what me and my dad watched because it was great. Cartoon Planet. Wait, what oh no, Cartoon Planet was like Cartoon Planet was like it was a Cartoon Network thing, obviously, but like it was like I'm not sorry to explain. It was just really good cartoons. Tiny Toons, never watched that. Prime Time, oh, that was good. Um, Scooby Universe, Scooby Alley. All these were old, and they were really good when I was a little kid. Um, but yeah. Tsunami took a lot of stuff by storm. The original one was in 1997, 2008, and then it went from Tsunami Super Saturday to 2001 to 2003, and then that's when it ended. 2008 was yeah, it went longer for that with the original, and then that was basically all that it was for that one. Purple Girls, yeah, da da da. There's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Count Chicken, Crazy Kind of Dog, Billy Mandy, Next Door, yeah, we know all this. Okay, now we're gonna go Nickelodeon. Because Nickelodeon was a gem. Okay, Nickelodeon show lists. Okay. I should know all these. If we don't, I'm just gonna skip them and not talk about it. Wikipedia. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes. Okay. So that one went from that actually premiered in 1999, on May 1st, 1999. So that's pretty good. I didn't know it was that good. I didn't think it was gonna take off that well. Actually, it was just good because a lot of kids watched it. I didn't get to watch it as a kid because my mom said it was bad or whatever. But I liked it. Whenever I watched it at school, it was great. Slime time. Ugh, freaking hated that, man. It was stupid. Baby Shark. Big. Oh my god. Oh. Dora. Okay. Okay. Listen. I'm not gonna hate on Dora. All I'm gonna say is it was a bad show. Okay, short words. Smurf, Sonic Prime. Smurfs is pretty good. I like Smurfs. It was alright. Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol was that was a good show. That was a good show. That was a badass show. Peppa Pig, we're not gonna talk about that. Paddington, not gonna talk about that either. Wild Pack, what the frick is that? They have Avatar, but I'm not sure what that one is. So, Doug, talked about that. Rugrats, ooh, Rugrats is pretty good. So if you don't know what Rugrats is, because you're not a 2000s kid, Rugrats was basically a little thing about like these little babies that can talk coherently and have just have a great babyhood, I guess you could say. That's all it was. Mississippi, not gonna talk about that. Rocco's Modern Life, not about that. No, I'm not sure about that. Hey Arnold, I've seen a few of those. That's right. Oh, Cat Dog. Cat Dog was great. Cat Dog was. Oh, that was my thing right there. That was great. Well, Thornberries, never watched those. Rocket Power, never watched those. Never watched that. Invader Zim, never watched it. I planned to watch it, but I didn't watch it. Love Teenage Robot, I want to see that. All Grown Up, that was pretty good. All Grown Up was like a Rugrats when they were older, basically. Danny Phantom, that's a great cartoon. So if you know what that is, okay. So if you know what Danny Phantom is, it's basically it's about a 16 or 14-year-old kid that went into his parents' machine when it didn't work apparently, and he turned it on by accident, and now his molecules got rearranged into a ghost molecules basically. So his whole DNA changed. Jackson. There's Cat Scratch, but I'm not sure about that one. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Clue Panda, Legends of Awesomeness. I didn't know that was Nickelodeon. Huh. Robot and Monster, that was the thing. Yep, I know that one. But I never watched it really. I know a lot of these, but some of these I didn't watch. Monster High was it's fine. Blah, blah, blah. Drake and Josh. Oh my god, Drake and Josh was my favorite little kid show. Or kid show. Oh my gosh. That was one of the best things ever. Love Drake and Josh. iCarly. I've seen that a few times. Um, can't really think of anything about it though. All I know is that they run like a blog or like a live stream thing or whatever. So I'm not sure. Female appearance, yeah, that was pretty good. So Timmy Turner was a good character, mainly because he was like okay. So there's actually a episode I want to tell you about. So this is my thoughts on this one episode. I forgot what it was called, but if you know it, tell me in the comments because I want to know it. But basically what happens is um Timmy wishes that him and Trixie can be together, not together, but two people left on Earth, right? That was his first mistake. Yeah, Trixie is kind of like a I don't know control freak maybe. Not because of that, not because of what you're thinking about, but it's because um she wants to be the center of attention basically. And what's wrong with that is she has this like mentality of like okay, well we're gonna I don't know. It was just weird because if you think about it, she wants to like be the center of attention of everything, right? And in that one episode, Timmy and her are the only people left on Earth. He made a lot of mistakes in that episode that I would have done differently. Like, listen, man, if you're gonna be psycho about it, then we can't be together. I'm sorry, but no. Basically, what happens. That's also what it was. That's all it was. Basically, they had a lot of fun at the beginning, but as it went on, no. What else is there? What was that one that I saw? I saw this one thing one time ago. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Little Bill. Oh, that was pretty good. I like that one. Becky Oregon. Oswald was good, but it just made a bit different. They made a bigger deal. They made a bigger deal than it had to be. Becky Oregon's no. It was terrible cartoon that no one should ever watch. Goody Go, that was pretty good. Um, that was pretty good. I think it was bad, but whatever. Winter Pets, oh my god, dude. Teen Umizoomi, dude. Bubble Guppies, none of these should ever been shows. Someone was just doing friends when she was growing up. Um, Boardman's Cafe, Pinwheel, Eureka's Castle, Nick Jr. Rocks. Nick Jr. That was insane. Where's the Zuma film? Well, we don't get to talk about that because it's probably Disney. But oh, okay. They have movies in here. I didn't know that. Well, obviously they have freaking movies in here, but I just didn't know they had it in this same category. Oh my gosh. They have so many things. That's all Nickelodeon, really? Nickelodeon had a lot more. I thought. Oh no, I got one more we do. Cubo. Okay, how do you spell Cubo though? It was Q-U... Cubo Socialist. There we go. That's what it was. Okay, so... Okay, we're gonna go... Okay, so they have Boo, didn't say that. Who wants Penguins, didn't watch that. Boy, what the freak? What? Boy was pretty good. I liked it. VeggieTales, along with it, was pretty good. Boy was a branch off, a off branch version of VeggieTales. It was still the same thing, but, it was a spin off. But, oh my god, so good though. It was really good though. Barbar. That was about a little prince elephant that got bullied or whatever. Jane's Dragon. Oh, Jane's Dragon. Oh my god, that's my favorite. Okay, so Jane's Dragon. If you guys have been with me for a while, you would know what Jane's Dragon is because I did it on channel for a while. That was pretty good. I wanted to see how it was, and if you liked it, so I kept doing it. So, Class of Titans. Wait, Class of Titans? Really? Huh. I didn't know I had that. Pippi Longstocking, Rescue Heroes, Church of Martha, Ghostology. Um, that's about it. Melee vs. Beast. I didn't like that one much, but it was fine. She wasn't really ferocious, she was just nice. Middle School Bus, that was pretty good. I actually liked that one. Um, just the way of the way it was pretty good. It wasn't like bad or anything, but it was just I don't know. Madeline, that was old. But it's really good. 2018, really? Are you serious? Oh no, that was old. That was the old one. New one. Sorry, that was the M one. That was new one. That went the Mighty Machines. Ah, that was my favorite. That was one of my favorites too. So I used to watch that a lot. I know I had one of them. We had Fire Truck, and that was the one we watched. Mighty Machines was pretty good. Um, I'm sorry, one case. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty good. Some of these I'm not gonna talk about because most of them are just like I could say one short sentence and that would be basically the whole thing. Let's see what else. Jakers. Okay, so Jakers. Okay, so this one is pretty good. It's based in Ireland with a little Piggly Winks, right? And but basically what happens is mischief basically happens, but it's just like it's like okay, so that'd be like me. Um, so remember a few years ago, I actually went outside, did a few videos outside, and that's basically what we call content. That's basically what this is. Um, that's basically all it is. Keep up, bro. That's a freaking online thing, bro. Oh my god. Digital Dragon. Wait, what? Stop motion, really? Okay, whatever. Oh, Will's Wildlife. Yes. Okay, and Pearly. So I'm gonna talk about those two at the same time. So Will's Wildlife, um, is based around like this girl has a zoo in her backyard. Go Gus, Coco, um, Samuel. I think Beanery. I'm not sure, but Steven. I'm not sure who those were, but no, she had like a whole. She still has a whole zoo in her freaking backyard. They all sleep in the backyard, and the penguins sleep in the freezer, obviously, because they're penguins. But it's just weird because it's a fun. It's a good freaking cartoon. I freaking love it, but it's just a bit like you're sitting there and you're just like, and yeah, it's great. Um, Pearly. So Pearly is supposed to be centered on Jim's, much like Steven Universes. They have Grant Garnet, Sapphira, which is Sapphire. Garnet is Garnet. Pearly, which is Pearl. Jasper, which is Jasper. Opal, which is a fire opal. And what else is there? There's fairies, elves, and goblins. Who else is there? Let me think. Come on. I think there's Ruby and Jade. I'm not sure if there's a Quartz or Rose or whatever. That's about it. So that's what that yeah, that's about it. Um uh da, 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 da. There's a lot of barbars in here. Barbar thought it was actually. There's a lot of them. I'm not sure there's so many of them in here. But Kilo. Oh, the version I forgot what it was called, but it was like Alfred's Hedgehog. So the reason for that was because they did like oh, also decided by Bollywood. I'll talk about that too. But no ooh, okay, so so the Adventures, I think it's Adventures, but I'm not sure if it's Americans or anything, but it's same concept. But anyways, but basically what happens is there is a three friends, a Pokemon, a hedgehog, and some other girl. She's cute though, really cute. But anyways, there's three friends, and they basically just like find clues or whatever about this like anything that they find suspicious, and they just like analyze it and try to like find out exactly what went on or whatever. Detectives, basically. Um, and same thing with Sally Bollywood. So something happens, they investigate, they call on witnesses, all that stuff. Boom, you're finished. Good job. Basically, all it is. A lot of Ask Me, that was pretty good. Ask Me was about just little kids like asking a simple question, and then like little kids ask questions and sell answers. That's really all it was. Um, not sure I can say anything else about Kilo. It was good. It was really good. I liked it. It wasn't bad. It was just more of a interactive kind of cartoons, I guess. Jane the Dragon was my all-time favorite though. I'm probably gonna do some of them. Oh yeah, Martha Speaks was also on there. Martha Speaks, that was pretty good too. I did that one too. Kibo was a lot of parents like recommendations for a lot of things. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things. So but that's about it. I don't know anything else about that, but I don't know. There's more of a fan base around Cubo than there was anything else. I think. Well, I don't want to say that because Cubo was just kind of a smart channel, but it was kind of like a digital channel instead of analog. But it's pretty good. A lot of cartoons from these are just like ones, and they're like there are some from YouTube that I watched. I kind of want to watch some biblical ones about Jesus and God and all that. Like I said, I don't want to talk about religious stuff on my channel because it might offend people. But the thing is, with that, I like religion about that kind of stuff, and I think it's kind of cool to think about it and talk about it and stuff like that sometimes. But that's about it. Um, don't see anymore. But basically, but yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, put a like, face care, as always. And face like you still care, as always. Peace.